Yo, what's up, guys? Alchemy here. You know who it is already. Today is the 18th of August, and I thought I'd do something completely different than today, and that is just talking about the recent events within my music career, what's been happening, updates, and the topic for today is why I started vlogging, what was the purpose behind it, and what are the different obstacles that are out there. What are the thoughts, the general thoughts of the public on vlogging, you know? But first, about my new music video. It's called Make the Song Cry. Yeah, I did a music video to it last week in Greenwich, and it's gonna be on my YouTube channel within the next 2 weeks. I'm just waiting to receive it from my videographer, so he should be sharing that to me. When he shares it to me, I'm gonna wait a few days, maybe a week or so after he sent it to me, and then I'm gonna be posting it on the channel. Obviously, I'll give you all updates, and I'll give you the schedule as to when I'm gonna plan to release it on my channel. It's obviously gonna be uploaded as a premiere release, so stay tuned for that. But now, in terms of the topic for today, why I started vlogging. So we're gonna go straight into it. Number one is it's easy. It's so easy. There's no money involved. There's no complications in terms of I need to be in a certain area, a certain location, in order to make it happen. I don't need to travel far to make it happen. There's no effort in that sense. I don't need to even have other people involved, you know. And not saying that I don't. I'm not saying that I dislike having people involved. I love having people involved in my videos or whatever. But the the good thing, or the benefit behind not requiring anyone else involved, is that it's easy. There's no possibility for it breaking down, for it not happening because someone else that I've wanted to get in my video didn't turn up, you know, or they just can't make it for whatever reason. You know, I'm not waiting around for that person to turn up, you know. Therefore, I'm not wasting time. I'm just doing it there and then. So I'm not relying on other parties involved. I'm not expending any cash to make it happen by paying for a videographer. So those are the benefits. It's obviously those two benefits make it far less taxing for me, because I'm not spending the cash. I'm not waiting around for someone else to turn up to make it happen. Yeah, I'm not traveling, spending an hour and a half to get from A to B for it to take place. So it's in my control on that in that sense. So that's what I really like about it. Reason number two is I've actually written a few ideas on my little sheet here. You're gonna see how poor my handwriting is, but who cares? I just did it really quick, just for me to not forget my bullet points. So speaking on the first point, actually, not moving on to the next point, not just yet, because there's one thing I didn't mention, and that is the fact that it's not less taxing is massive. That is huge. That's conducive to growing the YouTube channel more than ever, because I can just bang out repetitive videos. Repeatedly, I can just upload, because I know it's not taking a lot of time. Yeah, like a music video would take. You know, I can do it literally in my car right now, sharing my thoughts on a topic. You know, I can replicate this video. Obviously the next video I'll be speaking about something else. I'm replicating this effort very easily because there's not much time involved. It's not complicated at all, and this is very good for hitting the goals of just growing the watch hours. You know, YouTube recently set a very ambitious watch hour target of 8,000 watch hours being required in order to get monetized. That will take place from February the 7th, I think it is, of 2027. And therefore there's a bigger need to add more volume to your YouTube channel. You know, I can't just rely on my music videos to get me there, because one, I ain't got the budget to make that many music videos. You know, if one music video costs 300 quid, I can't be making a video every week. That's 300 quid a week. That's stupid money. You know, that even if I had it, you know, I'm not gonna be expending that sort of money every week on a music video. For me, a music video is an icing on a cake. You know, I love them, I love doing them, but it's just an icing on a cake to top off my my channel, to make my channel stand out a bit more, and to make one of the songs that I recently dropped, you know, or a previous song that I dropped, to make it more conspicuous, more noticeable to the general public, to make them understand the song a bit better, because some of my songs, the lyrics are kind of deep. You may not grasp the message without the visuals which a music video can offer. So one of my songs that I just dropped on the major platforms, Make the Song Cry, you know, the messages behind the song, you know, it can be perceived as tricky to understand, and the way I structured my words, my sentences, you know, it might seem kind of convoluted to a lot of people. So this particular song, I feel people may get mixed messages behind it, so I thought music video makes sense for this particular song, you know. But I wouldn't do a music video for every song that I've dropped, for the reason that, one, most of my other songs are a lot more simple. For one, they're simpler, and two, money reasons. You know, money reasons. You know, I ain't got a budget to do, and most people haven't anyway, you know, got a budget to do a music video for every single song. You know, how many music artists do you know, even the ones that are, you know, who got a big net worth, they don't even do a music video that often. Maybe 2-3 a year tops. You know, some don't even do that. Most of them don't even do that. So of all of the artists out there, especially the up and coming artists, not to brag, but I've got the most music videos out there of a lot of when we're focusing on the up and coming artists, or the artists that aren't as known to the public eye, you know, the artists that don't have a big following. I've definitely got the most music videos out there, you know. So that's something to really you know, take heed of. But nah, I mean, in addition to the music videos, my aim is to just pump out the content so that you guys can understand some of my songs a bit better, because I obviously will clarify the meanings behind some of the lyrics of my songs for you when I'm vlogging, and you'll also understand the process behind what's driven me to write a particular song. You know, maybe there's influences that I want to discuss that has caused me to write a particular song, like I did in one of my other vlogs when I was reviewing my song Make the Song Cry. I spoke about the impetus of writing the song Make the Song Cry, you know. And if any of you watched it, you'll know that it was because of a book that I read, you know, called Face by Benjamin Zephaniah. That was the trigger behind me writing the song Make the Song Cry, you know. So again, another benefit of vlogging, I get to share my ideas with you. You get to see the other side, the other angles of Alchemy, you know, what's triggered him to write a particular song, you know, what has inspired him to make a particular song. So again, it answers the question of why I like to vlog. I know. Going on to the next point, I heard someone say that you shouldn't be vlogging. You should just perform and release songs. That's all you should do, because that speaks of more volume than vlogging. All vlogging does, all you're doing in vlogging, you're just talking, but you're not actually showing the action in the sense of performing, releasing songs. You know, you're judged by your last release. You're judged by the library of songs that you have released and recorded. That's what I heard someone say. This was a statement that I heard an artist that I actually like listening to, he said it, you know, and I disagree with him. You know, I disagree with the guy. Um, the guy is called Ramson Bad Bones. You know, good artist, good rapper, very lyrical. I like his beats, but I heard him say it, and I completely disagree with him. Times have changed, you know. Times have changed. Obviously, he might have that perspective because he's from the older generation. He's not old. He's only born in, I think, 1983. I know, but a lot of artists in that generation, and a lot of people in that generation, that era, only about 10, 11 years older than me, you know, but they got a different perspective because when they were growing up, YouTube wasn't as big as it is now. And they just may have different reasons for making that statement, but I completely disagree with it because now times have changed. Everything is fueled by the amount of content that you can make, all right, in terms of the fact that if you continue to make content, you are becoming more noticeable to the public eye. You're building that rapport with your viewers because, again, they can understand you better than they would have been able to understand you had you just relied on your singles, you know, that you've dropped on your YouTube channel, you know, because, again, you're clarifying messages that you would have mentioned in your songs, you know, and you're building that connection with the audience that are watching you, because, again, they get to see a different side of you. They get to see a different side of me. You get to see a different side of me now compared to when you hear me rapping. Yeah. So, again, it's building that connection in a different way. You get to have more of a complete viewpoint and observation of myself. So therefore, I think it's the right thing to do to make the vlogs in that sense, all right? And also with the amazing fact of monetization that comes with the frequency of uploading content. Yeah, if you just rely on music videos to get you there, singles, speaking from my perspective, if I was just relying on them things, I'm not getting there, you know. I'm not gonna get there, you know. But if I mix it up with the vlogs, there's more content there overall. I'm in a better position to gain that monetization, which is, I can't lie, that's the goal, you know. If, you know, why wouldn't it be a goal to gain monetization, you know? So that's why I'm showing you, I'm doing more uploads. It's gonna happen. Yeah. Anything else that I missed from my little sheet that I noted down? It's enjoyable, you know. I do have a lot of, I gain fulfillment when I'm sharing what's on my mind, and it's a good, I get the good feeling from it, you know. I like expressing myself. I like to show you that I'm not limited by judgment, you know. I'm not gonna stay quiet because I know a lot of people get judged for these sort of things. I get judged for it, you know. I'm apathetic when it comes to that. It don't faze me. I couldn't give a toss if someone dislikes it, you know. It's just what I like to do. I like to show you that I am an individual that is not gonna be brought down by anyone. I'm not gonna be phased or demoralized if you hate on it. I'm not gonna feel low if I've not got that just agreement to do what I'm doing, you know. It's just, this is what I like to do, express myself. This is why I do. I rap, and express myself in this way shows you, again, I'm not the type to stay quiet if I got something on my mind. And lastly, it shows you that I'm not the sort of type to just quit, in the sense of I understand that when I vlog, there's more mistakes that are likely to happen. I might say something slightly wrong, I know, and it's to show you guys that these little blips and blunders, again, it don't faze me. Sometimes I might say something that might not come out the right way, but it's just to represent the fact that I keep the dice rolling You know, even if it doesn't land in the way that I want it to land, I don't land on the number that I want it to land on. I don't get that 6, you know, I get a 1 or a 2. You know, the metaphor behind that is if I say something that doesn't come out the way I intend it to come out, you know, so I roll the dice, it gets a 1 or a 2, you know, instead of my more desirable number of the 5 or 6. I'm still playing the game. I'm still in the game. I'm still seeking that victory. And by victory, I mean the completion of my tasks being achieved and being hit. And by that, I mean the content being uploaded. All right. And with that said, I'm gonna conclude right there. I'm gonna have more videos coming up. I'm gonna be doing videos where you're gonna be able to see what it's like when I'm rehearsing. You're gonna be hearing me rehearse. We're gonna be doing a few episodes on that, as well as something new, something different, something to really, you know, put me under pressure, because this ain't my specialism when it comes to freestyling off the dome. Something that a few other artists that are doing. You know, it's not my specialism, because as I said in a previous video, I'm more of a rap poet, but it doesn't mean I can't freestyle. I'm not saying I'm the GOAT of freestyling. I'm no Harry Mack when it comes to freestyling, but I enjoy doing it. When I'm not writing, I do enjoy doing it. So you will be able to see me freestyling, and I'm doing a 5 to 10 minute videos where I'm simply freestyling to some random beats. I'm gonna be uploading it to my YouTube channel. There will be blunders, there will be blips, but I'ma still do it because I like doing it. And again, I want more content. Subscribe, like the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel. All right, have a blessed day, guys. Love you all. Peace.